Honestly, I haven't quite exactly recovered from the first one today, but you know what? Full send. Let's go. All right, I'm just a talking retard old man on the internet. That out of the way. This is another one from the Discord. Link in the description box down below if you give a shit to know. And so, this is another one from Peekaboo Sue, who is running me through the Ren Gauntlet, is essentially what it seems like. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. I think I'm ready. I think I'm okay. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Let's go.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria.
Absolute facts. This is so true. The Parliament of the United Kingdom is just completely doomed. All right, vote reform. That's the only way you're getting anything good, period. Absolutely so. All right, that's the only way. All the rest of them, all they've ever done is take away everything, destroy everything, and bring in people who want to, well, slaughter you. So, you know, I'm no longer crossing my fingers for Great Britain or the Commonwealth, England or nothing, because, well, it does not look very bright. Still, I'll pray. I'll pray to God something good happens for the people of England, for the people of the UK, the Commonwealth, and everything. I will pray, but I won't cross my fingers. And yeah, he's 100% right. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Absolute facts.
Eerie, theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships, nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Honestly, it would be a little torturous to me because I'm looking at that guy who's playing and I'm like, oh man, no. I honestly hate people touching my face. I really hate it. Maybe it's something that comes from my childhood because, like, my sisters would force me through all sorts of stuff. Maybe that's where it comes from. I hate having my face touched. I really hate it. It takes everything in me to restrain and constrain myself if I have to go to like a dentist, or if I have a doctor touching me and I'm like, yeah, go ahead, just get it over with. I hate it so much. Right. I know it's a really weird particular thing, but you know what? I'll just cop out from talking too much again because I probably turn a lot of people off because I'm honest, raw, and blunt. So I'll just cop out and say trauma. God damn, they're doing this so well.
president. It's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
That is true, though. That's very true. It is freedom of speech. Right? The thing is, only one side believes in protecting it at all costs, and another side believes in taking it away at all costs. And that if you don't say what they want you to say, if you don't bend the knee, toe the line, and say the line, then you should be killed, murdered, and you should die. The other side will actually hear you out and be like, okay, I disagree, but I mean, hey, you're free. Which is why I really, oh man, God, do I really hate just, as a former leftist, I hate them with every fiber of my existence. Izquierdistas, democráticos, culeros los toros. That said, as an extreme far right winger who's the boogeyman, I am the fascismo, right? Apparently. Even though I believe in this. Freedom of speech, absolutely. I'm an absolutist in that regard because I want to hear people's bad ideas. I want to hear what people actually, honestly, genuinely think. Because I value truth and honesty alongside that freedom as principle above all else. I may hate to hear you say it. I may not like what I hear. I may disagree. I may not like or think the same. But I would still stand by what used to be true. Protecting and defending that right for me and you. But that said, it is a fact that one side wants to take it all away and basically be the Soviet Union, right? You better not say the wrong thing, comrade, or it's the gulag. And the other side is willing to allow you to say your mind. Without, and I mean without, literal deadly repercussion.
But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat, the same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep.
He is absolutely true about all of that. He's very true, right? He's true about the hypocrisy of lying about a bunch of stuff, right? The revisionist history, pretending like things didn't happen, or if they did, they were always and purely and completely bad, right? And then and he's right about the middle sleeping. The people on the fence, right? What's happening to them is that they think they're on the high ground because they're on a fence. However, they're caught between the two sides of it. One side is trying to rip them down, tear them down, and force them to become one of them. right? And if they refuse, they're going to rip them apart and kill them. That's the left. The other side is extending a hand like, hey, man, do you need some help? Do you need some assistance? Are you okay? Maybe you look like you're in distress. My hand's still here, right? That's the objective facts. And he's absolutely right about that. Because when it comes to human things, right, just purely human base reality and base humans, there is no right and left in their eyes because they're purely existing. So that's true. That's 100% correct. To your average person, right? Uh, Here's a good example. Your average person is hearing the music, but they're not understanding, listening to, or comprehending the lyrics. There's a song that's famous for this. Hey y'all, hey y'all. Even though we're not happy here. But nothing lasts forever. But what makes love the exception? So many people have heard that song and all they did was dance and groove to it. They did not hear the lyrics behind it. They couldn't comprehend or understand it. That is incredibly true. That's incredibly true. He's 100% right about this. 100%. Um, and he's right about the the thing about immigration itself not being bad or horrible, because that is true. That the most powerful nation states on the planet of Earth had immigration, but they weren't great because of it. That's where the falsity comes into play. And it seems like he addressed that as well. Let me tell you something about immigration. Everybody's conquered each other. Everybody's immigrated into each other's stuff. Right? He's 100% right about this. All the way up and down, left, right, and center. And then, yeah, again, when it comes to the political stuff, right? Your basic humans, they don't see right or left. They see in the moment and maybe 5 seconds ahead. Will this help me get more money so I can get more food, more water, more shelter, more clothing? That's as far as it goes for your basic average human being. There's nothing beyond that, period. Now, when it comes to the next level of that, there is these different dimensions of different ideologies, right? So yeah, he's hitting the nail on the head again. And gosh, he's so young. He's so young. But I think him having such a heavy dose of reality is what leads him to be able to say it like this. And it's a big giant fact. Now, again, immigration itself is not bad. And he's right. If things were going to hell, you would immigrate yourself. That's true. A lot of people do this. Hell, the U.S. is a perfect example of this. During the Biden presidency in the United States of America, a lot of people left what we call blue states, which are ruled by leftists under the party of Democrats, the Democrat Party, because their policies and their agendas and everything they were doing was just destroying people's lives. And they made where they were living absolutely intolerable to anyone with the means to be able to leave. So a lot of people did. That's emigration. And the U.S. is a perfect example of this. People moved to red states like Texas, Florida, and found a lot greater freedom, a lot greater ease of mobility when it came to their financial situations And they found it a lot easier to be able to take care of themselves and their families without being under a boot heel of leftism, right? Socialism, communism that's practiced by the Democrats here. So, yeah, he's 100% right about all of this. And it's incredible. Like, I would have expected him, being a kid from the Commonwealth, or, from a leftist centered country, that basically that's what, England, Scotland, all of them are leftist centered, um, that he would put things this way. It's amazing that he's also brave enough to do so, because he quite literally can be and would be murdered by leftists for him speaking out against them, seemingly, is what it seems like to me. So I will pray for his continued existence and safety from leftists, because they will kill you, right, for speaking out against them. Hell, I had this issue not too long ago myself. I had a few different channels already, and on one of them, I had literal members of Team YouTube, because I made a video speaking out against the Biden administration, and then saying that all of this was wrong, pointing out systemic issues that were implemented by leftists that were in power and in charge, especially locally. And what they did was that they took that, right? Because I also threw in some meme stuff in the video, like Call of Duty jokes and all of that. And what they did was that they purposefully made a false report. This is members of Team YouTube. They took all of my stuff. They made a false report to law enforcement and the FBI. And it necessitated a SWAT response. Yes, leftists working at Team YouTube tried to get me and my son killed because we are not leftists. Thus, now I'm extremely paranoid about all of it, honestly. If I'm a bit extra paranoid, that's why. And yeah, at the end of it all, the only reason anything bad didn't happen was because one of the FBI agents was also ex-Army. And, he put a stop to it. He was like, yeah, no, this is nothing like what we were told, period. And then he did a personal review of the content in question that was sent to him under the guise of, this guy is going to do some terrorist stuff. He needs to be stopped and killed immediately. And he looked at it and he was like, this was a huge screw up. So yeah, although he did refuse, I was like, I want to press charges. I want to take a case against them. And he was like, well, good luck. And I was like, well, hey, will you testify? I mean, you see all of this, right? And he was like, look, man, I'm just doing my job. That's right. He gave the same excuse not to do this as the Nazi camp guards during the Holocaust. I'm just doing my job. And so thanks to all of that, I couldn't even get anything going. And basically, everything was dismissed. They were like, well, since nothing happened, we don't have to do anything about it. Mierda, izquierdistas. That said, damn it, Ren gets to me.
Rain, 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 rain.
Apologies. Again, I didn't mean to make this a freaking 30-minute freaking video. But he speaks the truth. And you know what? As someone else who's also about truth and facts and reality and refuses to bury his head in the sand like most others do, like I said, he drives a spike right into it.
A storm, it comes our way. and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This whole money game. This old money game.
Again, the whole touch in the face thing. I mean, there's been times during training, for certain things, where they will put a bag over your head. Not fun. Not fun at all. Thankfully, due to past trauma, I was able to get through it really easily. It's just a matter that I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. God, that would kind of drive me nuts. Like I said, I would be able to constrain myself and restrain myself, but God, would that drive me nuts. Facts. A bunch of stacks for that one. But yeah, man, he knows how to get straight into it. He knows how to get straight into it. Thus, Wren, like the songbird. That said, what did you think? You let me know in the comments down below. This is long enough, as you know. I'll be lucky if anybody watches this. But again, what do you think? Am I right? Is he right? Am I wrong? Is he wrong? Are both true at the same time or both wrong at the same time? You let me know in the comments down below. All right, you know what time it is. Be good. Be safe. Make your life for yourselves. Don't compromise safety and security for nobody and nothing. Death and disaster is only a second away. Do what you can today. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I am Badger 7 Actual, formerly homeless veteran, Blast Cat Badger, out.